Zoom in there, video.
Wow, what is that? That's a type of anemone, or is that something else?
No, you're right. That is an anemone.
Huh.
And next to it, that fish up to the right, that's a little bit out of screen. There he is. That's an eel pout.
All right, full
Yep.
wide. Is this the grenadier coming?
Yes, that's a grenadier.
All right, zoom in there.
There are multiple species of grenadiers, and they're pretty hard to tell apart.
Beautiful. Beautiful fish.
But see those really large eyes? That's what I was talking about before. And see, the lights from the vehicle don't seem to be bothering him. Or her.
Oh, so a couple questions. So Neha is still listening in, and she followed
full
up.
wide.
She was curious if fishes that are present in the water column, how much they move up and down. Do they go as far down as the seafloor?
Cool.
Whoa.
Oh,
Zoom in there. I'm gonna try and get the jelly. That's hard to do, but
Yeah, if we focus.
it's like level 5 for video.
Have to work on earning that one.
Ah, nice.
Very cool.
Look at those
Neat.
cilia. Incredible.
Get away from it. Don't touch me. Okay, full wide. What speed is the ship managing now?
Not much at all. It's wavering between 0.1 and 0.4. I might see if I can get him to push it up a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
see what you can do with it.
Sorry.
It's the same anemone.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, what was that?
Something that retracted into a little
Yeah.
burrow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's never gonna come out now.
so science team, how do we choose these areas that we're exploring? Or it's not just at random, right?
That's right. We have maps of the seafloor, which were collected using a system called multi-beam, which essentially sends down a ping or a signal to the seafloor, and it bounces back up to the ship. And we get basically from those data sets, we work with geologists we have a geologist on board from the USGS, and he helps us interpret
Zoom in there, video.
what the seafloor is like in terms of
What is it? Oh, it's the
slope
feature number.
and if it's rock or mud. And so really I know we're over mud right now, but we did select sites to dive on that had a high slope And where there's high slope, it's probable that it's a rocky substrate. So it is all planned. It's not just spinning the dice and picking a
full
random
wide.
spot. So that purple thing, that was a sea cucumber. And then that star-looking organism I have in my guide. I'll look it up because it's really beautiful.
And for folks who are watching who are wondering what that white stuff is that's floating across the screen, that's what we call marine snow. It's particulate that falls down from the surface waters, and a lot of these organisms actually feed on them.
Did we know about that one?
That's a lovely coral there. Do you think we could zoom on it?
Yeah, we have all kinds of time.
Looks like a bamboo coral.
Zoom in there, video. We got someone on video.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can identify the little darker bands that is characteristic of bamboo coral.
It's got some, see these little slimy things, jellyfish bits or something hanging out.
Yeah, what are those? Some of them maybe look like small polychaete worms, but I can't quite tell from this distance.
Is that all the zoom you got, Aaron? Is that Aaron over there now? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
I wonder what
Someone
those
sneezed.
orange bits
Yeah.
are.
Someone made a mess.
Are those the drapey bits coming off the orange bits? Like the long...
I think it
cilia
looks
or
like they
whatever?
are.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For bio. That'll do.
For a bio, it'll do.
We want to sample it?
Jess.
It's just I'll look down a little bit.
I
Still
wonder
moving
if they
over you.
are ctenophore relatives on the bamboo.
I love the word ctenophores. I really do.
I do. I also like that it starts with a C.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
I drew one on my niece's cup yesterday.
Okay, come wide, please. Thank you. Anything else around here?
We should zoom in on the worm debris.
Yeah, I've been wondering
The
about that.
squiggly worm debris.
Up on the top.
The one, I don't know. I've been seeing like, oh yeah, down
Yeah,
there
pretty
beneath that
much
enemy.
all the
Oh, this
little
stuff.
squiggly lines on the
Basically the poop.
surface.
I see.
But it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I wonder if
Okay,
they're
zoom in.
old worm tubes or whether they're feces from something. Well, there's a little polychaete.
Polychaete thing.
Polychaete.
Where are you? Working hard.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's definitely feces up in the top.
Definitely, yeah.
That looks like avoidance behavior. We can turn faster than you can swim.
Pay out a little bit, Jess.
Sure. I'm at 26. I'm
Yeah.
right over top of you.
Yeah, so it looks like
Bobbing around.
there are some worm tubes coming up out of the sediment as well as the
I'm looking full down
squiggly
right now.
feces piles.
Yeah, just pay out 5 meters. I want to see what it does.
All right.
Yeah, that's better. I think that tether is shorter now.
How do they replace it with a shorter one?
Maybe. Says it's definitely cool.
Nice zoom video.
Ooh, look at the
Oh,
belly.
look at
Oh,
you. So
nice.
cool.
Ah. All right.
Beautifully done.
Well, it's back. It's right in there.
All right.
Okay. Full wide, please. That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
You can push in past all that jewelry stuff.
Jewelry.
Could we get a zoom on one of the C-pins?
Sure. Go ahead, video.
So it's got 3 protostars on it, at least. What's that little circle of white stuff top left corner?
No.
Yeah, the crop circle.
Doing.
Tiny, tiny anemones? I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, thank you for the zoom.
Wow. I'm in the dirt. That's the problem. All right, come wide there. Doesn't take much, look. Well, I don't know how I did that up there. Maybe it was a big creature took off. I'll blame it on it was a megalodon.
You just missed it.
Yeah. That was probably us, actually. I'll admit it.
It's just very, very soft here.
Yeah.
Is it bad that it makes me a little hungry?
What?
Is it bad that it makes me a little hungry?
Makes you hungry?
Yeah. Yeah, like this view reminds me of, I think, like chocolate mousse. That's not really a new phenomenon to me. It's just I always feel a little bit hungrier in these moments.
What's this? Can you zoom in there? What's this?
Oh, sponge. And an enemy
Cool.
growing on a sediment sponge. Interesting.
Okay, I'm wide. Yeah. Yeah, these are all yellow. That's horrible. Oh, can you fix it now? It's essential. Yeah.
Oh. Dark blue background. No, no, no.
Let me zoom in there.
Little scale worm tucked underneath.
Yeah, can we zoom on the little
Yeah.
scale worm critter? I think that looks like the same type that was swimming.
It looks like it, yeah. Sorry, Mike. I'll come down a bit here. It's pretty.
Okay, come on. Really turbid.
Mm-hmm. Feel like the current picked up over here.
Yeah.
Can we zoom on that small pink squiggle to the mid-left?
Yep. Go ahead, video.
All right.
The worm?
Yeah. Nice looking worm too. Looks like it's partially in the sediment.
What qualifies a nice looking worm?
That is the ideal definition right there.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I don't know. We don't normally see this type of worm down here. Usually they're segmented and lots of visible legs and stuff. So I guess I like it because it's different than what we've been seeing.
Okay.
So I guess if we've been seeing a lot of these and we saw one of the other ones, I'd be like, ooh, that's a nice looking worm.
Yeah. Circumstantial,
Yeah.
nice looking worm.
Yeah. But look how smooth it is. It has nice characteristics for sure.
It
Okay.
does.
All right, come on.
All right.
Nope. Go back.
We haven't. So that's a sea cucumber, and that's as far as I can ID that.
It has legs.
I know, all of them do. Just this one, the legs are more obvious
Zoom
than
in
on the
video.
other ones. But all sea cucumbers have legs that are little hydraulic pumps that they bring water in and push the water through their body and use that to activate their walking motion. Sea pigs also do that.
I thought sea pigs only rolled.
No, they walk on their little tiny hydraulic pump legs.
And they get rolled by Herc.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that.
Disturbing.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Typical roll.
Well, now we got to see the
Uh,
underside, so that's good too.
Thank you. There is another thing here I was going
Oh,
after.
there he goes. Bye, guy.
Excuse me. I'm going to zoom on this thing. Is it an anemone?
That is an
Yeah.
anemone.
A shy anemone.
Mike, I'm going to steal your bubble for about 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Cool. All right, come on.
Gauges look good.
Roger.
What's the shadow to the left? Is it rocky or is that just sediment
Dirt.
kicked up?
Sediment.
Boo. Boring. Never mind.
Actually, there's a sediment-covered sponge, and they're interested in sediment-covered corals and sponges. Is it too late to look at that?
Where is it?
Can't see it
lower
right
left.
now. It's bottom left, slightly off screen. Further down.
That guy there.
There.
That. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that would be a dead sponge.
I think it is, but I think they're interested in that as well.
Oh.
And the question becomes, why is it dead?
CSI of sponges.
Zoom in, please.
Huh.
Still host to many little
Yeah.
organisms.
They're still happy living there.
So those fluffy plume things are the top part of worms in tubes.
Oh, cool.
I also see,
What's that yellow guy in the middle? Do you see him?
Yeah.
that's a pulled in tiny anemone.
Aw.
There's one on the left side that's out, so you can see what the out
Right.
version looks like. Then there's the big
Oh,
purple
yeah.
anemone near the top, a few brittle stars. Busy little place.
Jamie, I'm so happy you stayed.
I'm essential, aren't I?
Apparently. Otherwise, we would just be making stuff up right now.
Sorry. Okay.
Zoom out.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, there's
looks
some
like a flower.
barnacles. Flower barnacles, just barnacles. But yeah, the little pale pink splotchy things to the right of the sponge are barnacles on some kind of stalk.
Aaron, I have a question. So as we go 90 basically due east, is our aim to hit up the 1950 contour and then follow that to the Box Canyon second waypoint, or?
No, not really. I'm actually going to adjust our heading to go more directly there when they come back.
Okay.
I just mark the contours so when people ask me what they are, I have an answer.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
You know my love for contours and counting them.
Yes.
So rather than get angry, I'm making marks.
Okay, roger.
Yeah, we'll tweak it to like 097 to get kind of more on top of that waypoint,
Okay,
if that's cool with you guys.
Yep.
very cool. Trash?
What is this, an old barrel?
Ooh, yeah. Marine debris. They're interested in that in the sanctuary, so let's check that out.
So we've seen line and now a barrel.
Did we see line? That was a
Yeah.
kelp last time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
It looked like
Looked like line to me.
They
Kind
said it
of.
was kelp back here. I don't know.
a very strange looking kelp.
Zoom in there, video. It looks like a giant can of soup. Can of milk or something.
Oh, where's the pecan?
The what?
They were saying that one of the ducks is a pecan, like peas, green peas, not
Yeah.
green
Oh.
pecan. And I never noticed it. It's one of the pass-throughs for pipes and wires and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it has a handle off the side,
only like-
maybe.
Yeah,
That big, right?
looks like it, yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's like a knotted rope handle there on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah. So it's about 30 centimeters in diameter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Do you
that someone's
want-
cooking pot?
Do you want target shop for that kind of stuff, Jamie?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know how close they'll be, but I'll try.
Neat.
Trying to see in it a little bit.
How to see who's home?
Might be some sponges growing on the edge. There's definitely a small anemone toward the bottom.
It's got that plastic handle thing on the
Oh,
rope.
yeah. Maybe it's a paint can. Is that continuous? I'm kind of banking on paint can, kind of
Yeah.
the handles angled towards the back in the sediment.
I think I agree. And then
That is now in the log.
Forever it may be that.
Okay. Full wide.
I felt a little like Nikamura PTSD. A little bit. This
Did you find a lot of things like that?
random junk, yeah.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
really good at it though. We were pretty pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did part of a watch at like, I don't know, it was Baker or one of them where they had like caused an accidental explosion on a launch pad for something. And it was like, we just hit this zone and it was just like really
Wow.
shattered debris, like twisted pieces of barrels and all kinds of it. It was like thick with it.
That's when we were on the Norwich City. That was kind of interesting looking at that debris because it was, you know, bits and pieces of identifiable ship stuff. That was cool. But then the garbage, it's like we're in the middle of nowhere and there's like random garbage on this.
This
Yeah.
is sad.
And then a stray hat.
And a stray hat, 2 stray hats.
Hash.
One of known source, one of unknown source. Other than Captain Cook. Wasn't it like Captain Cook Line or something?
Captain Cook Cruise Line, yeah.
There's a big sea star here.
Yeah, let's see how big it is.
Zoom in there.
Did you say that's 15 centimeters across or 20 centimeters from like longest arm tip to arm tip?
Yeah, hold on, I'll put the lasers back on it. Like
Yeah,
20.
more like
almost
20.
arm to arm.
And it looks like it's got its legs extended out really far. It's like high off the floor.
stretched.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yay,
Okay.
we got humans back. So Rennie said he tried adjusting that rate and couldn't get it to be better.
They said they
What's
increased
that,
the
the
gain.
sonar?
Yeah,
It looks like it's up pretty high now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very soft sediment.
okay.
Yeah.
It's just not, doesn't look threatening enough to,
To warrant concern.
yeah, but I'm watching that purple mesh.
Wow. I mean, the Tritec's not even registering it, no matter how much you turn up the sensitivity on it and the gain.
Hey, science, once you guys are settled in, let me know.
Okay, so science, back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank
Are we
you.
okay to start the ship moving again?
Yes, please.
All right.
All right. All right, so if they're there, I'm going to adjust the bearing to 097 and we'll get back to trying to track a line.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah,
Sure.
perfect. Wanna zoom in there, video.
Bridge nav. Are we okay to start moving the ship again? Okay, can we have start tracking a line again? Let's go 0.7 knots, aiming to be about 0.5, but let's change the bearing to 097. Thank you.
Okay, full wide video.
Hey everybody, this is Nautilus Live. We are back. There was some question about where did we go? And we went out on a fire drill. So also there's a shout out to Caitlin from the Sanctuary Exploration Center in Santa Cruz. They are loving the live feed.
Hey everyone in Santa Cruz. Glad you can join us.
Oh, Caitlin, maybe you can answer this. There's a question about what's the difference between ctenophores and siphonophores?
Oh boy, this I am not that knowledgeable about the pelagic invertebrates. Let's see, maybe my side partner here, Sage, can help me out.
Sage is like, I make maps. That's how I feel when people ask me those questions.
Like, why don't you can Google that.
Thank you, exactly. I'll look something up.
Well, do you think it has anything to do with like the locomotion? Like ctenophores, don't they have
They
paddles that they use for motion?
Yeah,
Is
they
it
have
that?
cilia, right? Ctenophores have.
Yeah, and they have like those comb, the rows that we say like
Funny.
look
Yeah.
like a comb, and they're
Oh yeah, that's an
Um,
interesting one.
So that's cilia. So they have a
cilia,
method
yeah.
of propulsion,
Should I be concerned?
whereas
No.
It's just kind of interference or could be
Oh,
bubbles, I guess.
siphonophores are usually
Bubbles
chains
would
of
be cool.
animals. And I think they are just at the mercy of drifting with the currents.
Hmm.
So we do have a ship move in, trying to get tracking a line, headed straight for that next waypoint. Just taking a bit to get up to speed, I guess.
Okay, how far away is that waypoint?
Stand by.
Okay.
We did hold position while you guys were on drill. Just
Oh, okay, good to know.
about 380 meters.
How far have we gone roughly on this watch? I know without the, pre-fire drill, pre-drill.
Let's say, maybe about 150 meters.
Okay.
Maybe a little more because we did some jogging around.
Well, I appreciate the quicker pace given that it's mostly the same kind of habitat type
Yeah,
and we're looking for rock.
they have it dialed in at 0.7. It just seems to be a bit of a struggle getting up, so I'll check in with them again.
So do you guys think that with any of these samples that we're taking, particularly like the corals, is there any sort of effect, that negative effect that happens with them? I know that a lot of like fish, if we bring them up from deeper depths, they suffer from barotrauma. Do you think there's anything like that takes place with these inverts?
On a previous cruise when they collected a bamboo coral, they did notice that it released a lot of mucus when it was collected. So I don't know if that's a natural response, like a defense mechanism of the coral, but it was quite a messy situation for them in the lab. And I
Just a little thing.
also think, if I recall, that mucus could
Zoom in there,
have
video.
potential stinging cells in it,
Hmm.
which would hurt if you got that in your eye or... Whoa, what's
It's
that?
like a
What's
blood
that?
cell.
Hmm.
Oh.
What is? Wow, I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
Wow.
Sorry, you can't hear me. The one that's highlighted now is 11, but you're looking for 2B.
Okay, full wide, please.
Can you see high pack back there on chart?
He could see it on my screen.
Okay.
Okay, the
Over
ship
here.
appears to be moving.
Now we're going to start flying.
This
Yeah,
is,
watch the speed. It might take off too fast.
This is high pack. This is what nav. Yeah. Maybe not.
Well, we've got a lot
go
of
north of 2B. Okay.
So, but the next waypoint is 11, so I think it's 2B is a bit after that, yeah?
Let's see if I can help Guy connect to nav.
You want to? Okay, I just wanted to confirm. All right, I'll find 2B and we'll get that moved. All right, so there's 2B. You can come look over my shoulder too if you want. If you give me distance off of 2B and if it's any change in heading, or if you want to just go directly north.
Oh, what's this thing?
15.
Zoom in there, video.
Okay. And can you hear me back there? Okay.
It's like maybe a like a snot house that collapsed.
Yeah.
Not sure. Just some detritus.
Hey, not what I wanted. Fumbling with high pack.
Okay, full wide, please.
I actually think it's a...
Oh, we've got some people saying that that's a jellyfish.
All right, 50 meters due north puts me about there, if you guys can see that.
Zoom in, try and get the jelly.
Can you see my mouse? Happy with that? Okay.
Nice.
We've got a lot of international viewers from Manila, Slovenia, the Netherlands. So welcome everybody. Great to have our international audience tuning in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cool.
What's inside of it?
Oh, that's so cool. I wasn't even looking. Oh. Very pretty.
Very pretty.
If you're just tuning in, Nautilus is actually just off the coast of California in Cordell Marine Sanctuary, diving
Nice
at about
shot.
2,900
Come wide.
meters today.
So,
Oh, pardon me, we are at 2,000 meters right now.
So that white line in the center of the screen is actually a worm. And sometimes we'll see them pull in.
Oh, that's what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in their video.
There it
There it
goes.
goes.
Cool.
Oh, wow. On cue.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, come wide. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 minutes.
Not today.
I was gonna say I think we're picking up speed, but still a bit iffy.
Yeah, what's it doing?
I've seen it get to 0.4, but then back down.
Okay.
So we're getting
This
it.
appears to be our maximum speed given the wind and current. Oh wow, what's this? What is this?
That's a grenadier.
Big one. Zoom in a little video.
And is it grenadier, is that a type of ratfish, or are they unrelated?
They're commonly
Stop turning
called
with
rat
me.
tails.
Rat-tails.
And there are multiple species of grenadier that are difficult to tell apart without the actual fish in hand. There are ways to narrow down the species based on what depths you see them at.
Push in there a little bit more video. There you go, it's good.
But when I ID things in video, I go to the lowest taxonomic level that I can with the most confidence. So in other words, I err on the side of, you know, being conservative and saying what species are. This one has some interesting coloration on its
Yeah.
gill.
Cool. All right, full wide.
And that star-shaped thing right there, that's an actual, a type of an anemone.
Yeah, we've been seeing a bunch of these.
Yeah.
Zoom in video.
Do we know what type of?
Possibly.
Another scale worm.
Yeah.
Seems like some type of associate, potentially.
Data, I would tentatively call it Dolphinii,
Okay.
but I'm not entirely sure. So that's just the genus of it.
Okay, full wide, please. Thank you.
So science team, what happens if we find a previously unknown species? What happens with that?
The species we're collecting are going to go to a taxonomy group at the California Academy of Sciences. And if they can't identify it in-house with their experts, they would contact the specialist for that, what type of animal, for the grouping of animals. So for the corals, there are specialists who focus primarily on bamboo corals, those that know the sea pens the best. So Gary Williams, who's on board with us from Cal Academy, he is a sea pen expert, although he is familiar with most types of corals. his sea pens are the thing he knows best. So we find the experts to help us identify, and
Zoom in there, video.
if they don't know what it is, or if it is a new species, then there's this whole process of describing that species. So this is pretty cool. This, I don't know what the stick thing is. It might be a dead coral, but it looks like it has some barnacles growing off of it.
So that's what
Can you zoom in any more there?
a barnacle looks like when it's feeding.
That's right. It
That's
has
pretty cool.
its polyps out, or its feeder tentacles. Yeah, we primarily see barnacles in the intertidal zone, but here they are at 2,000 meters deep.
Huh.
Okay, full wide, please.
Hey, Data, I would call those barnacles stalked barnacles.
Zoom in there.
Kaylin, if there's anything you see that you want a physical target dropped in high pack, let me know. We automatically do samples, but otherwise I'll wait to hear from you guys.
Okay, thank you. It's beautiful.
Is this another sea pen with the brittle star associates?
Correct, yes. This is the Distatillum sea pen. And these are usually decorated with these brittle stars. And there's that little sea pen, that white sea pen to the right of this one. Do you see that? Yeah. Can we zoom in on that?
Yep, yeah, just get over there.
So we do have some sea pens on our collection wish list, and I'm wondering if this could be one of them. They did try to collect a similar looking individual on the watch before ours, and it pulled itself in and
Okay,
was
full
shy.
wide.
Was shy.
Do you think you want to have a go at this?
I would like to attempt it if that's possible.
Yeah, we stop the
position.
ship. Yeah.
Bridge nav.
So
Hold position, please.
they tried to slurp the other one and it pulled in, so I'm wondering if just using the arm is possible, or would it cut it?
Well, it'll probably cut it. We can do a thing where we can grab it with the coral cutters and then it will cut it off, and then we'll stick that in the slurp jar.
Okay. Yeah, because it might be too floaty to get it in a box.
Yeah, like a small thing like this, if we've been taking small bits of corals or things this size, sometimes it does work well to just grab it, cut it with the coral cutters, and then we just hold that in front of the slurp and it uses up one of your jars. That way, you know, it won't float away on us or anything.
Okay.
Should we get a backward step?
See what happens here. Are we full wide video? There you go.
Hi, Danny. Go ahead.
All right, Jess. Hold on. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Sorry, guys. Getting way too ahead of myself.
This is very soft sediment. So we'll, after this, if this is collected, we might do another push core.
So where's the...
This guy right there, just try and get like flush with the sediment and
This guy
snip
here?
them off as low as you can.
This guy right here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, do you want to zoom in there a bit, please? That's great right there, thank you. Oh, sorry. That was too much jam there. My apologies.
Oh, but it didn't pull in. That's interesting.
All right. Out here?
Push down a little bit more. Yeah, I get it. You got it.
Excellent.
Wow, that was well done.
All right. So we're going to go for the slurp jar then? Is that the confirmed idea?
Yeah, I think. What do you think?
Yeah,
Slurp
you
jar?
go wide video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can put in a second
Now
one.
that is in the dirt. I know
Yeah.
you guys want a push core too, right?
That's right, and a Niskin.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick up. Well, we'll sit back down just so that the slurp hose is out of the dirt here.
Okay.
Put this.
Yeah.
We'll put this away.
Science, did you need a zoom on the sample, by the way?
If it's hard to see in the arms, but yeah, you could try it.
All right.
You can go ahead and
Do the zoom.
zoom that whenever you want.
Right. All right, go ahead, video. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh, I see a little brittle star arm sticking out.
Hey, go ahead and try zooming in a little bit more there, video. That's good. It looks like that's probably going to be the best light there.
Yeah, that looks good.
Right. Go ahead and come full wide there, video.
Bunch of pictures.
So I got very excited with collecting that, and I think in the future I need to be better about getting still images of it before it's collected with the lasers on.
Right.
And the lasers
yeah,
off, so
okay.
that was my bad.
We'll try and remind you to.
Yeah.
I got some images of it, like
Sure.
the route as you were zooming
Okay,
in on
excellent.
it earlier, so hopefully we've got some with lasers
Yeah.
and without lasers.
Are any of the suction jars used up?
Just the first one, so we should probably try for like 2 through 7.
I can barely hear you there. Number 2 is good?
Yeah, number 2 is good, yeah.
Okay.
Tornado.
Number 2. Okay, Jess.
Roger.
Might be easier for you if you want to try and knock that back with the wrist or something, or just go
Yeah.
for it where it is, whatever you want.
You want to knock it because
Bit of a wall on the east
Yeah.
side.
I also just rotated around, so it's going to be the sediment that we were